Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where, you know, I'm the talent, I'm the only one that's good in this show, and nobody just wants to give me credit. Nobody wants to give me, you know, the cameraman is. Hey! Welcome back to another episode of the Cleanup Guys. Today I'm featuring two sleeper products. These are products that sit on our shelves and everybody is sleeping on them. They are Surf City Nano Seal and Surf City Gloss Coat. These two go hand in hand. They're gonna level up the finish of your car, make you look extra shiny, make all your friends jealous, make your family cry. I'll say no more. Let's get started. The first one that we get rolling with is the Nano Seal. This is a paint sealant, a protective sealant. So think of it like a wax, except better, right? So what we're gonna do here, we got this Mazda 3 in today. I've done a very quick light polish on one half of the bonnet. Is it necessary to do a polish before you use this product? No, it's not necessary. Is it advised? Probably, because that will give you the best results. But you don't have to, so don't stress yourself. You'll still get great results without polishing the car, but for best results, give it a little polish. If it really needs it, you can give it a compound polish. If you don't know how to do that, take it to a detailer that knows what they're doing and tell them don't put any protection on it because you're gonna nano seal it and gloss coat it when they're done with it. Nano seal is dead easy to apply. All you need is one of your little microfiber applicator pads. We sell these in store, obviously. They come in a package that looks like this. Put the B-roll in there about something to do with it or something. Give it a good little. Open it up carefully, give it a good, you gotta be a little generous with it, right? So you give it a good coating like that. Work in smallish sections, so I'll probably start with a quarter of this bonnet and just lightly start to apply it. Don't mind where I've just put down, you just grab it and spread it. And get a good even coat down first to get you started. I'm working a crosshatch pattern. What's crosshatch? So I'm gonna do some passes this way, and then I'm gonna go back this way. And all this does is ensure that you get even coverage across the whole panel. Now we're gonna fast forward because y'all don't need to see me do the whole half of this bonnet, whole half, and we'll come back to you in a second. Fast forward. So this whole half of the bonnet has been covered in Nano Seal. Now, Surf City recommends that you leave Nano Seal on the surface for at least 20 minutes, and like most other car care products, guys, you gotta work on a cool, dry surface. Make sure it's cool and dry before you apply, and once you've applied it, leave it for at least 20 minutes. For best results, if you can, like if you have an enclosed space, they actually recommend you leave it overnight. But trust me, you'll see what 20 minutes does, and the overnight is not completely necessary. If you can, cool. If you can't, don't stress yourself. So we're gonna let this sit here for 20 minutes. Then when we come back, I'll wipe it off. We'll go through the gloss coat application because, as I said, these products go hand in hand. This gives you a nice sealed off base. It's going to be level. This alone will add lots of gloss. But when we top this bad boy off with the gloss coat, shout out to Vic for bad boy, you will see the difference that these two make stacked on top of each other. Give me 20 minutes, we'll be right back. I hot boy, I'll blow myself off. 20 minutes has passed. This is now ready to be wiped off. Now, I'm sure it won't surprise you, but wiping it off is actually relatively easy. You just want to get a nice clean microfiber towel that for some reason this one is not folding properly, and gently wipe it off. Now in some cases you'll have to, you know, what's wrong? In some cases, you'll have to, you know, apply a bit more pressure to get it off. But for the most part, it actually does wipe off really, really nicely. Once you're using a nice clean microfiber towel, and you just take your time with it, you shouldn't have anything major to really worry about. Nell gets upset when I say this, but I don't know if y'all can tell on camera. But already, like, this is seriously more glossy. Like, there's significant more gloss than there was before, and that's just from the protective coat already. The other thing that I can tell you is that the surface feels amazing. Really nice and slick. And again, because obviously this is a protective sealant, on top of making the surface feel nice and slick and glossy, which also is aided by polishing the car first to make sure it's a nice smooth surface that we're applying it to. This is gonna leave behind a nice layer of protection. So what we'll do is once I get the gloss coat on top of this now, I'll show you guys the enhanced, you know, hydrophobicity of this. So like the water beading and sheeting compared to that other side that has nothing on it. So Nano Seal has been wiped off. This is now ready to receive Nano Glaze Gloss Coat. Yeah, boy. This is a shine amplifier. These two go hand in hand. That is really a protective layer, and this is your big glossy layer. This is what's gonna level up this finish. Really easy to apply. Make sure you got a nice clean microfiber applicator. The same one I showed you comes in packs of 2, so it's perfect. Nano Glaze in particular, make sure you shake really, really well. Before you go to put it on the applicator, give it another shake. It's really important. And like Nano Seal, it's dead easy to apply. You want to get it onto the applicator pretty liberally in circular motion. This will start to haze after a couple minutes. So you want to just get a nice layer on there. Feel free to overlap. If you think you need to put some more on, put some more on. Not a big deal. You don't have to worry too much about this one. It doesn't need to stay on the surface as long as Nano Seal does. Just, you know, by the time I finish this bonnet, I can start wiping off the top section again. But you want to be pretty generous with it. And you'll see that already the top section is starting to haze. You can see it turns white and cloudy, and that's how you know it's getting close to being ready to be removed. And again, this is your shine amplifier, and this is something, guys, that you can apply every couple of weeks if you really want to. It's not going to do any harm to your vehicle's surface. So, you know, you do this initial set of prep work, 2-3 weeks pass, and you're going to take your car to shore. You're going for a little Sunday drive with the crew. Top it up with some gloss coat on the morning before you head out. And you're gonna be hitting your road shiner and all your friends have met them jealous. Here we tell you. All right, so Nano Glaze has been applied to this whole section of the bonnet, this whole half. We're gonna let that sit there for a minute and finish hazing, and then we are gonna wipe it off. The Nano Glaze, you'll notice for sure when you guys come and try this, because I know you're gonna come and try it now. You'll notice for sure this wipes off a lot easier than the Nano Seal. Not that Nano Seal is difficult, but you can definitely notice a difference. But let me tell you, boy, the gloss it really is next level. And for a product that's so easy to apply, you know, that you can use anywhere, you don't need to worry about, you know, having like a fully perfect inside space to be able to apply this to your car. You know, this is something you could, once it's in direct sunlight, you know, this is something you could do on an evening right in your driveway. Worry about keeping it out of the elements. Like, this is all ready to go ashing. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to peel the tape off, get it into the sunlight so you guys can see. All right, now that we're done with the Nano Glaze, let's peel off the tape and get this outside and show you the difference. This big silly idiot with your fancy camera, you think you're so cool? Well, guess what? You're not cool. I'm cool. Got it out into the sun. And again, like, the difference between the side that I worked on and the side that I didn't is pretty significant. You can just see like the color on this side is much richer, deeper, the paint looks wet, and it has real depth to it. Tons of gloss, looks fantastic. And I have some water here just to demonstrate. So this side, obviously, like, the water is running, but you can see the water still is not sheeting here very quickly. It stays on the surface. And it will become very obvious when I come over here and do that. Look at how much quicker the water is running off of this side compared to this big pool of water that's still sitting on the surface. So again, like, you're getting that added level of protection, slickness. It's gonna keep the car cleaner, make it easier to clean when it gets dirty. Look at this difference, right? Some of this set is actually dry and this is still cooling. But the main part is that once your car is clean and you've given it that wipe down and you've used Nano Glaze and Nano Seal, you're setting yourself up for success. They're really, really easy to use. You don't need to be highly skilled. They're affordable for what they are. They'll last really long. You could probably do multiple cars with both bottles. So that has been it for this episode, guys, featuring Nano Seal and Nano Glaze. And remember, just like any of the other Surf City products, if you wanted to stack, let's say, ceramic detail spray on top of this, you're leveling up once again. Both of these products are available in all of our stores. Make sure you come in today and give these a shot. I promise you all, like everything else on this show, you won't be disappointed. I am Jeremy. That's been it for this episode. I'll catch you in the next one.